Nabila Ramdani is a journalist and author of Fixing France, How to Repair a Broken Republic, and she joined us now. Thanks for coming on the show. Now, look, France has breathed a huge sigh of relief. The headline in one newspaper read, "Phew." And we've seen the power of alliance building and tactical voting on display, haven't we?
Yes, absolutely. In terms of what President Macron was set to achieve, i.e. Keep the far right firmly out of power, one can certainly say that in the short term, well, his gamble has paid off. He proved to be quite a tactical and indeed savvy a politician forming alliances and force trading in between the two rounds of these elections, meaning that he united his own coalition, his centrist coalition of Together, along with the left-wing coalition, the New Popular Front, to prevent the far right from getting anywhere near power. And there was certainly, I was on the Place de la République last night, it was a packed square, and when the results dropped, and I can assure you that there was huge relief that the National Rally, the far-right party of Marine Le Pen, was kept firmly out of power, and also a sense of immense joy that the left-wing New Popular Front came on top, securing most seats in the National Assembly, and achieving exactly what they said to do, which is to lock the far-right out of power.
Yeah, so a win for the left, but there's a pretty big catch here, no majority. You know, how uncertain is the shape of France's future government?
Well, Macron has managed to keep the far right off the power, but he's still in a tricky situation. He will, of course, have to form a government. Now, there's no clear majority in the National Assembly for anyone, and this leaves the danger of a cohabitation, as it's called over here, which is the peculiarity of the French constitution, which forces the president, a lame-duck president, to govern with potentially ideological enemies out of the equation. So that's a huge relief for Macron, who won't have to govern with ideological enemies. And dare I say, he's proved to be the ultimate power broker, because he will now be in charge of appointing effectively his own prime minister and forming his government. So it leaves him in an immense position of power still. But a hung parliament also means instability.
It's interesting that you say it leaves him in a big position of power, because, you know, he lost round one to the right, and you could argue round two to the left. I mean, and I would wonder how diminished his role might now be on the world stage.
Yes, I think there was a sense of relief on the global stage that the National Rally didn't win power in France, not least because it's an extremist party, and Marine Le Pen's proposal were effectively undermining the EU, undermining NATO, and indeed showing immense Vladimir Putin's Russia. So this would have gone down well on the global stage, that potential interlocutors of Marine Le Pen won't have to deal with her as part of a Macron government. So I think in that respect, Macron's remaining in position as President of France and the person in charge will be viewed as something that is quite welcome when it comes to representing France on the international stage.